We all want it quick and easy and fast, and we want more, want more, want more. It took many years, 10, 15, 20. Do you really think she will want to share her secrets with me? Somebody call me for advice? Okay, I just have to do those 1 post and 3 stories. What's up, guys? So happy to see you today here. Welcome to another video with me. I honestly kind of have been at loss of inspiration a little bit lately. It's just been a lot of things going on, and when things are just spinning in your head and daily tasks are on your to-do list, signing up Allegro for the next year of school, taking care of the house, things like that. Inspiration is not there, you know what I mean? But anyway, today I wanted to share with you very personal kind of moment. It's not exactly a very well-planned conversation, but I just gonna go with the flow and just expose my thoughts on it. So this morning I got a call from a friend of a friend who basically wants to start her blog, and she started this conversation with saying how much she loves what I do and everything. So of course it's very flattering, and it's always nice to hear when the people give you this feedback. But what I really appreciated and caught myself on thinking, why we're not doing it so often, is the fact that she came to ask me for advice. And as somebody who didn't start the vlog too long ago, I honestly going through this period and stages in my life where I doubting what I do. And probably today, this morning, one of these days where I was just so drained and so uninspired, as I said, and was just questioning everything I do in my life and which route I'm taking, where my business and generally my plans are going, was just questioning everything. And her giving me a call and asking me for advice in so many details, and we had a 40-minute conversation where I basically shared my thoughts on certain things she asked me. But I realized that her questions and her feelings towards starting a blog was very much the feelings I had 3 years ago, and it's honestly made me realize how far I have come. Because I think when we are in it trying to achieve something, we always focus on the next thing, right? You achieve something and you focus on the next thing, a next one, bigger thing. So as a human nature, we always feel we don't have enough, and we want more, and we forget how far we have come sometimes, and we forget that maybe what you have right now is somebody wishes for it. And again, this conversation I wanted to start for the fact of very often we are scared to ask for advice. It's funny because when I started my own blog, I also was like her. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know who to ask. Even so, I knew who to ask. And I came to my husband and I was like, I want to start this thing and I don't know where to start. I'm so scared. I feel so inexperienced. And he's like, well, A, just start, because you learn as you start. And B is whoever you think that are good at what they do, you go and ask for help. And I said, well, do you really think she will want to share her secrets with me? And honestly, coming from a modeling industry where we never kind of exchange and we've always been very competitive, so it was I think it was a foreign thought for me to go and ask somebody for help. And he's like, yeah, when the person is successful, they usually want to share their ideas and their success and their methods. And to my surprise, I reached out to a few bloggers that I was looking up to, and they were so nice and so sweet and was just so transparent about things that they overcome and give me a few tips and few things to focus on. So often we don't want to ask for help because we feel we're taking a personal time, or maybe they don't want to share things. But to be honest, her calling me today it really reflected on me how far I have come, that somebody called me for advice on something that I felt so lost in 2 years ago. And it was just a beautiful exchange of energy within an hour, where she kind of reflected on me what she's seen in my content and which things she found useful in my content, and vice versa. I kind of overlook her story and gave her some tips and outlook on her situation. I honestly think that they said that in order to succeed, you can't do it alone, and it is true. I think that a lot of times an honest, objective outlook on your business or whatever you do can be really helpful and beneficial. So anyway, after this 1 hour conversation conversation, I just left so inspired myself. I just had a burst of motivation to like move forward and do things that I do. Also in today's videos, I wanted to touch topic of motivation because that's what we discussed also on the call this morning. And she's like, oh, can you share with me how you always feel so motivated and like always, you know, ready to do things? And I'm like, the secret is I don't. Nobody feels all the time motivated. And I think that the only reason why you see me always motivated is the fact that I have commitment to my work and I set a goal for myself. And I always say, in order to stay consistent and not rely on your motivation, you need to set yourself a plan where you write down what is your bare minimums on days when you don't feel motivated and you're like, okay, I just have to do those 1 post and 3 stories. And on days when you feel motivated and so energized, you basically set yourself a goal for maximum and you just have this range and you stick with it. And that's how you don't rely on motivations all the time, because motivation comes and goes. Nobody have it all the time. But I think to setting yourself minimum and maximum helps to stay consistent with your work. And I think also motivation comes from a fact that if you see results, if you see that you're committed to something, I feel like you feel more motivated, because obviously, you know, you'll have the, as I said, result faster, which is going to keep you motivated all the time. But I also want to share with you that motivation not only depends on the end result, and I think that's most of people make that mistake, specifically even young generation. I want to point out on young generation, they focus too much on the end result, and I think that's a problem, because if you see stories of any successful person, it didn't come overnight. Yes, maybe there is some exceptions, but nothing came overnight. It took many years, 10, 15, 20 of hard work, of dedication, of hardships to achieve what they have now. And I think in our generation, we all want it quick and easy and fast. So find something that you really truly enjoy doing. I think my motivation comes from actually enjoying the process. Like, I enjoy every single video I film. I enjoy every single video I produce. Seeing final result, uploading each single video is exactly what keeps me motivated. It's not the subscribers, it's not followers, it's not paycheck, even so they're very pleasant and I love them too, but the actual process is what keeps me alive, motivated and focused on what I do. So definitely find the enjoyment in everyday process. And if you're doing the work that you really freaking hate, move on. That's time to do something else, you know? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed filming it. You see, I did. And I hope to continue this open conversations with you on different topics, my experience, my life challenges and happy moments. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think on this topic. I love to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you want to discuss something else and know my opinion on something else. Also would love to hear that and film any topic requested. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here today with me.